Are you want to start off with Troy Ave? Or you?
Yeah. Let's go, man. We in a discussy mood, man, and I mean, let's keep it going.
All right. So Troy Ave, for those that don't know, is a popular, unpopular, fucking
Troy Average, right?
mainstream local
you know what? You're right. He's all those things at the same time.
Mainstream local rapper.
Yeah. He's all popular and unpopular. Mainstream, he's local. He's mainstream, he's underground. It's all those things at the same fucking
mainstream
time.
local underground rapper Troy Ave.
Yeah.
Troy Average.
Troy Average.
So those that don't know, Troy Ave is basically caught up in some kind of legal situation where his friend had got shot. He's from New York. His friend.
Let's frame it a little different.
Okay.
And I know they're not here for the fact. They're not here for the facts. They're here for the opinions.
Yes.
But let's try to keep them.
All right. So
in the realm of it all. So
throw the facts out.
Basically, Troy Ave is a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Was she nice? Okay. So Troy Ave is a rapper who is known for, and my dog Dub here has experienced this with him, who's known for clapping back online whenever certain scenarios are going down or things like that. Somebody says something about him, he's going to answer back. Mm-hmm. So Troy Average is not.
He gonna get real emotional.
He get real emotional. So I'm not saying that to indict him as his character or whatever. I'm just trying to paint a picture for those who don't know. So apparently this dude, he's in a scenario with a podcaster by the name of Tax Stones. Mm-hmm. So
be safe though.
So him and Tax Stones got beef, and for those who are familiar with the whole situation, don't judge us. I'm just giving motherfuckers the gist, man. I ain't got no time to talk about the whole thing and who knows who and whatever. Y'all could comment underneath all this if you want to and break it down to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just giving y'all the gist. So, situation brewed up where words were exchanged between him and Tax Stones. It seemed like it was a pull up on sight situation going on with them. It's like, bro, if I see you, it's on. All right, if I see you, it's on. They saw each other. Yeah, I mean.
And for those that don't know, I mean, not that we street dudes or whatever, but when you say on site, that means wherever I see you, it's going down. Whether it's a fist fight, if I got my pistol on me, whatever it is, it's going down.
It's going down.
On site. That's what
on site. So Irving Plaza at the event. Tax Stones and Troy Ave seen each other. Bullets rang out. Banger, bodyguard of Troy Ave.
Yeah, and I guess one of his best friends or something like that.
One of his best friends, one of his close associates were killed in that situation. Troy Ave was arrested because he was seen on film firing his weapon.
Busting his guns.
So he was picked up. For a while, the news was like, yo, Troy Ave got arrested for shooting at, somebody at Irving Plaza.
Yeah.
Then it broke a little bit more that person was Tax Stones that he was shooting at. Then it broke out a little bit more that, Troy Ave isn't the one that killed somebody. You know what I mean? Troy Ave was the one that was getting shot at. Then all that came around full circle to Tax Stones is in jail right now for
the murder of
murder of Banger.
Okay.
So now
Troy Ave been doing a lot of splaining in his music.
Yeah, interviews.
He been doing his little media tours, and a lot of it has not been favorable.
Right. So where do we stand with all this?
In regards to what?
In regards to what? So now, specifically, what we're talking about today is the incidents that happened recently, where Troy have released a cartoon style video of him saying, "Yo,
too legit to quit,"
saying that, look, I'm all about my fam. It's me or you, like basically stealing from the stand, something along those lines. He's basically saying, look, I am going to testify in this scenario that I was only defending myself.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, it's like by him testifying, it's kind of like dry snitching. It's saying snitching. Look, bruh, I was defending myself because he was trying to kill me.
Yeah. So I got to point the finger.
So I have to point the finger.
Yeah. Who was trying to shoot you?
Who?
It was that nigga Killer, man.
Nah, Killer. Nah,
It was
Troy
that nigga
Ave.
Dub. He was trying to kill me.
Troy Ave is somebody.
That nigga, right?
Yeah. For real.
Dude,
It's
pointing the finger is so elementary.
Yeah. Him. Who did it? Him. He's trying to move.
You
Him.
following that nigga with your finger, nigga. That's you motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? So and look, we joke about that, but you know what I'm saying, like if you live by the street codes,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, that's tattletelling. That's snitching.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? According to the and that's who Troy have claimed to be all these years on his records in every fucking screaming match he's been in.
G code I abide by.
Yeah. Yeah. So the question is, if you're somebody who sold people that you're this authentic G and you live by all these street codes and you don't believe in snitching, you don't believe in rats, is this a scenario of ratting? Basically, I'm asking everybody, if you're not involved in some gangster shit, let's imagine this: you're involved with somebody in a beef, they try to shoot your ass, now y'all both in jail, they trying to charge you for murder and they trying to charge that person for murder.
Yeah.
Are you testifying against that other person?
You asking me that?
I'm asking you now.
One, I'm not a street nigga. But two, personally,
Speaking on the Troy Ave thing.
Speaking on the Troy Ave thing, I don't blame him for doing what he's doing. If he say he's gonna take the stand to clear his name, to say, hey, I was just defending myself, blah blah blah, I don't see no problem with that.
You know,
Personally.
right? No problem personally if it was you.
If it was me,
But do you see a problem for Troy Ave to be doing this? Troy Ave.
yes, I do.
And why?
Because he sells himself to be this super duper street dude, this super thug, and this thorough dude, and you know, the whole street code shit, man. Nigga never snitch, never take the stand, never work for the state, never like, dude, you basically working for the prosecution if that's the case.
Yeah.
So if it's Tax Stone, let's just say it's Tax Stone, right? And Tax Stone actually did what they accusing him of doing. You're working for the state to say, hey, Tax, you was the one that tried to shoot at me, and I shot back at you at self.
So if you haven't seen the Breakfast Club interview recently with him on the Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
he's basically saying, yeah, you know what, I feel like, look, this man legitimately tried to take my life. He legitimately did it. So is it snitching for me to tell on somebody that legitimately try to take my life? Not only did he try to take my life, if I don't say something, I could potentially get time too.
Well, he's gonna get time because of the whole New York laws with the guns
Yeah.
and blah blah blah
Right.
blah blah. But yeah, definitely, he could definitely get time too for possibly killing his friend. Which why would he kill his friend who is also his friend and his bodyguard?
Right.
So that don't make no fucking sense.
So,
But
is the streets wilding too much if they're pressuring him about this?
I mean, I feel like the streets been wilding for a long ass time, man.
Is the street a myth? Is the streets a myth?
I agree with him when he said that the streets is a myth. The streets come up with these fucking stupid ass codes
Yeah.
that they try to live by, and it's just like my thing is this, right?
Yeah.
And I know this might be going off on
Yeah.
a tangent, but as the streets, do you own the street that you live on? Do you own anything on the street that you live on besides your clothes
Yeah.
and your fucking sneakers?
Yeah. You know who the streets is? The streets is somebody that said something that was convenient for them. And
I agree.
it was convenient for them, it worked for them.
I agree.
That's who the streets is. So, you know what I mean? And they
So-
bully motherfuckers that didn't agree with it.
Yeah, so I agree with Troy Ave. What he's saying is the streets is a fucking myth. It is a fucking myth. It's a
But
fucked up mentality.
It's a myth now, though. It's
Convenient for him.
it's
Convenient for him.
you now to say that. Now.
Yeah, because before that, you was super thug. You was a
Yeah.
street nigga.
Yeah. You was glorifying the myth. But
now, when that time about to hit your motherfucking ass,
yeah.
the streets is a myth.
See, man.
So,
that's
in
the
that
problem.
sense-
Motherfuckers
in
can't
that-
keep it real all the way. There's no such thing.
Exactly.
You cannot keep it real all the way, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it's kids. This is what it's teaching you.
Yeah.
Fuck that real shit, man. It's all about self-preservation, and whoever is making up these rules is doing that.
100%. 100%, and that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah,
self-preservation. He's trying to preserve himself. He's trying to stop himself from going to prison.
Yeah,
I don't want all this time.
Yeah,
I'm a millionaire, so he claims.
Right.
I got money. I'm living a good life. Yeah. I don't want to be behind bars.
But I gotta paint these pictures because I still gotta sell records.
Yeah,
it's self-preservation at its finest. Not at its finest, really. It ain't fine. You know what I'm saying? But it's obvious. It's blatant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I mean, if I'm Troy Ave and I'm in that position, if I'm standing on the principles that I've been claiming in my life and in my raps all these years, I'm not taking a stand. I'm just saying, you know what, man? I ain't gonna say shit. I ain't gonna point no finger. If this is the time that y'all want to give me, this is the time you want to give me. Yeah. I know what I did. I did what was right for me. I did what was right for my homie. And yes, my homie died, but I'm willing to take that time for that.
And I'm faulting the streets. My fault in the streets because y'all pulling the snitch card too early. Let them do it. Let them snitch. Don't call them one now. Call them one after they do it, so that you could teach the next generation to say, see, this is what happens. It's not really about what they say it's about. It's not.
It's not, man. It's not. And it's a sad story, man. It's, you know, we talk about it, and you know, somebody lost their life in the situation, and it's fucked up all around, man. And I mean, not to be sitting here bagging on Troy Ave or whatever, but I just think that he basically folded, man.
Yeah, well,
or he's in the process of folding. And the thing is that you go on the Breakfast Club and you do interviews about it, but then you don't really say anything. Oh, my lawyer says da da da, or I can't really speak. I wish I could speak on the situation. But yo, you speak it on the situation in your music, but then you do the interview and you say your lawyer said X, Y, and Z. So what the fuck did your lawyer tell you about releasing the music, talking about the situation loosely? Like, if you can't talk about it, nigga, don't talk about it. Shit.
You created your own scenario. You created a dog. But I mean, I'm sure he's at conflicts with it. But based on his interview, it sounded like he did a lot of soul searching and a lot of deep thought and a lot of deep thinking about it. And you know, he tried to come up with the most presentable answer he could possibly come up with to defend himself or, you know, defend his likeness. But you know what?
Troy Ave is just a real cocky, dumb nigga, man.
Yeah, fuck Troy Ave, bro.